Et salut YouTube, c'est Hyper, je parle très fort, sa mère. On est sur le Future Game Show Summer Showcase. On va voir forcément du Mafia The Old Country, du Directive 8020, du Tenet of the Sparks. Bref, on va voir pas mal de trucs. Ça va être très sympa. On aura du Cairn aussi, j'ai vu. On a plein de trucs. On est parti. The Finals?
Please welcome your hosts, Laura Bailey and Matt Mercer. Hello, everyone.
Hey,
Welcome to
bonjour.
the Future Game Show Summer Showcase. My name is Laura Bailey, though you probably know me best as Abby Anderson in The Last of Us Part 2, or as one of the cast members from
Critical Role.
Indeed. And I'm Matt Mercer, the man behind many video game chaos merchants, such as Like a Dragon's Mad Dog Majima and Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom. But if it's a Thursday night, I also moonlight as Critical Role's debonair dungeon master, where Laura tries her best to test the very limits of my abilities and sanity.
And you love it. But we're here today joining forces for a very different reason. Exclusive video game trailers, and lots of them.
Indeed.
Nice.
It's like a whole bunch of world premieres, deep dives, and developer presentations. It's frankly an irresponsible amount of video game news that will be beamed directly into your brains for the next 90 minutes, so buckle in.
Don't make it sound so scary. This is gonna be fun. Just keep in mind that if you want to wishlist any of the cool games in today's show, then you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show's Steam page.
Indeed. And once the show's over, there'll be plenty of follow-up coverage on gamesradar.com and the Future Game Show YouTube channel.
Well, I think that's all of the housekeeping out of the way. So let's kick things off with our very first
World Premiere. On est parti, mesdames et messieurs, c'est une World Premiere. Let's go. Et on est sur Directive 8020.
Just a sec. Got it.
On commence.
Taki, we gonna find out about your Kopang right quick, okay?
Just want to do him justice. Stuck his neck out for us. Least we can do is get him out alive.
We've got big enough guns to make justice, all right?
Oh, Michael. To a man with a hammer, just about everything looks like a nail.
Aim for show. Time to say oh yeah with our hammer.
Missile range in 1 minute.
Brace yourselves. We going for a spin.
Ouah, bâtard. Ce n'est pas Directive 8020, my bad. C'est quoi cette dinguerie alors? C'est quoi cette dinguerie, frère?
Zafar, did you get a signal?
After the large haul down this corridor, they shut down this part of the facility. Long time before our arrival.
Fine. Let's deal with those guys first.
What?
In you Loda. They never look up. Zafar, you were right. They shut down this.
Wait! Hold on, I'm coming! I'll cover you.
Oh.
The bird up high shall be thine eyes.
What the hell happened here?
Oh.
Hey, buddy.
Wesh. Oh, mais toi, je me barre ouais, quand même. Oh, quoi? What?
Can I just stop breathing?
The Expanse Osiris Reborn. Ça sortira sur Next Gen PC. Vous pouvez aussi maintenant.
What a way to start the show! The Expanse Osiris Reborn is an action RPG crafted in Unreal Engine 5, where you can immerse yourself in the universe of the beloved TV series.
On commence bien.
Make sure it's on your wish list.
Je valide.
Pretty awesome. And we're treating you to another world premiere right now and swapping sci-fi for fantasy in the process. So let's take a look.
Et on continue avec notre World Premiere.
I used to swear by my father's
Ryzen.
oath to protect the wards is to protect our people, and if it claims our lives, what's one life lost for the sake of the many?
And now, what do you swear by today?
The only one that matters is my brother. And I will kill the people who took him from me.
Ah, ça a l'air un petit peu générique, c'est dommage. Ça reste quand même très très cool.
Pestilence must be purged.
Your father was right about one thing. The wards are breaking. And should we fail, it may spell another end.
Echoes of the End. Ça sort cet été, mesdames et messieurs, donc ça sort très bientôt. Xbox, PS5 et PC.
We're thrilled to
Ça a l'air
review
vachement bien.
Echoes of the End.
C'est un peu générique sur les combats, mais bon,
adventure
ça fera le
coming
taf.
later this year.
But the fun doesn't
Donc
stop
c'est pas
there.
du full
Here's
price en
another
vrai.
world
Ça va.
premiere.
It's important to note that this is your very first look at the game, but from what I can tell, there's evil residing in these woods.
Hein? World Premiere. C'est quoi cette connerie? Ils volent? Ils volent. C'est pas ILL qu'on a vu hier au Summer Game Fest? D'accord, bonjour le corbeau. Alors même moi je vois pas grand chose là. Merci. Y'a un mec. Ah non. C'est dommage, j'ai eu un mini décalage sur l'animation. Ça aurait été nickel sinon. Oula. Bon, gameplay de fou, hein. Waouh. Ah, faut fumer celui-là qui a fait le montage. Hein. Whispers in the Fog. Nouveau jeu d'horreur sur Unreal Engine 5. Vous pouvez déjà le wisher sur Steam. C'est fait par Pasquale Ciunci. Je ne connais pas.
Isolated cabin in the woods. What could possibly go wrong? That was your first look at Whispers in the fog.
It's a psychological horror game from a supremely talented solo developer. Be sure to give it a wish list if you like what you see.
And next up, we've got a trailer for an open-world action RPG based on the beloved anime, The Seven Deadly Sins. Let's check it out.
Allez, merci, celui-là on a déjà vu hier par contre. On va pas voir les voir première à chaque putain de trailer. Hein. Pas croire. Ok, sympa. Par contre, t'es pas sur Xbox. C'est d'enculé.
The Seven Deadly Sins Origin is coming soon to PC and PS5, but you can pre-register now at 7origin.netmarble.com.
Okay, it's time to learn about what's coming in Season 7 of free-to-play Destructo Shooter.
Ah, The Finals. Là, on parle. Let's go.
Welcome to the future of the finals!
Nade skin.
Yes, anybody who watches this very show for 15 consecutive minutes on the FGS Twitch channel will earn the skin.
Oula.
So, if you've been with us from the very start, or you're just
Putain,
joining
c'était
us,
efficace.
then just stick around.
Wow.
And not that you need any more reasons, but it's time to move on and talk about hurdling, a shepherd simulator with a whole lot of soul. Let's find out when you can get your hands on it.
Ah, Ryzen. Oh. Hurdling, ça sortira cet été enfin. Et il y a une démo très bientôt.
Hurdling launches later this year, but you can try guiding those adorable calicorns right now.
C'est très sympa.
Downloading the demo.
Ça a l'air très sympa. Je vais tester de mon côté.
What's next, Laura?
Sleep Awake, which is an
Ah.
It's a first-person psychedelic thriller that explores the realm between slumber and death. This game is helmed by Corey Davis of Spec Ops, The Line, and Robin Fink of Nine Inch Nails.
Oh.
Look then.
Oh, j'achète.
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. I must not sleep.
Oh.
Come along. This way.
You're not ignoring me now, dear, are you? This is all perfectly natural.
I am awake!
Resisting the inevitable comes at a cost.
Give me your idea.
À Tribeca Game Festival, hein, bien sûr. Oh bâtard!
Coming soon, so drop it on your
Oh, ça a l'air très 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 bien.
Presentation for Ericsson, The Stolen Dream up next. It's
Oh,
a
je
cinematic
valide
isometric
de
stealth
baiser.
game set in the year 1900.
Oh, isn't that the year you were born?
J'achète.
I am a few months younger than you, Laura.
I don't think so. No.
I must find her.
Il n'y a même pas le temps de changer de scène. Oula, c'est très beau.
Before he does.
Home is a game set in kind of a fantasy version of the early 1900s, and it has a Scandinavian theme style to it. I would describe it as a stealth puzzle game with a very strong emphasis on story, where you play up to 3 playable characters that you switch between, and they have their own special abilities that you need to use together to kind of solve situations and puzzles in a kind of interlaced way where everyone's involved.
It's in this setting of a Scandinavian nature, which not only resonates with me, but with the rest of the world because it's so unique. It's always nice to see something new that people can relate to.
So I've worked a lot with like lighting and 3D rendering, cinematic lighting, stuff like that. So Anders showed me a rendering of one of the movies. It just floored me. I thought it was so beautiful. Then he said, okay, so Theo, what I want from you is I want you to make this look even better.
We play tested the game a lot, and what people usually say is that it feels like I'm playing a movie, but in a great way. River End Games was based on the idea that if you have the right mix of people, then perhaps a really small team can still make something that's actually pretty cool.
How is this made by 16 people? Like, why is this quality so high?
A little now and then I sit down in the couch and I just enjoy a fresh build. The story just gets to perform. You're just drawn right in. It's a magical feeling.
I'm really excited for players to just discover this world. HyPeRXKo is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, and Epic Game Store. And we have an exclusive trailer that we're about to show you that will reveal the release date. I hope you enjoy.
Ah, let's go, on va avoir une date de sortie pour ce truc de fou. Les visages sont humains, frère, vraiment. À mon avis, d'ailleurs, c'est du méta-humain. Hein. Ça m'étonnerait pas en tout cas. HyPeRXKo, The Stolen Dream, ça sort le 15 juillet 2025. Ça a l'air d'être une dinguerie. Ça a l'air d'être une dinguerie, sa mère. Hein.
It's coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 on July 15th.
So go wish
tellement beau, sa mère.
The Epic Games Store. All right, now we've got a new trailer for a cel-shaded shooter with gameplay inspired by the Stalker series. Here's the latest trailer for the Explorator.
Explorator. On est reparti. Un stalker? Pardon? The Explorator, l'Early Access est disponible tout de suite sur PC. Alors j'ai pas compris la comparaison à Stalker, mais le jeu est sympa. Le jeu a l'air très sympa. Le gameplay, faut voir par contre.
The Explorator is launching into early access today, so go check it out on Steam and support the developers on the road to launch.
Constance is up next, a Metroidvania where you wield the power of a paintbrush to escape a decaying inner world.
Relevant to my interests.
Ah, ils y vont vite sur le trailer. J'ai pas de temps de switcher de scène. Hey. Oh. Ah oui, il avait l'air trop bien ce jeu. Il avait l'air très dur aussi. Si jamais Hollow Knight et Céleste avaient fait un bébé, pour moi c'est ce jeu. Ça s'appelle Constance. Ça sort le 24 novembre 2025. Vous pouvez déjà wishlist et il y a une démo sur Steam. C'est allemand. Ça a l'air très sympa.
Those of you who have tuned in before will know that during every future game show, we create a trio of deep dives into some of the most exciting upcoming games. Our ones to watch, you could say.
First game we're tackling for the summer showcase is Titan Quest 2. Now, fans have been waiting since 2006 for a sequel to Iron Lore's cult classic action RPG, and the good news is, it's right around the corner.
So let's dig into the details with the help of Grim Lore Games.
Tell us the whole story. Tell us about hope.
Titan Quest 2 is kind of your Diablo-esque action RPG, but it's set in ancient Greek mythology. You really can immerse yourself in what you associate Greece with. You'll be fighting these mythological monsters, some of which we came up with ourselves, some of which are from Titan Quest 1. Greek mythology also has become very much part of pop culture in the last 2 decades. Some other games have had great success with this, and we thought that we have this great IP on our hands, why not use it? In Titan Quest 2, you'll be playing as a rather unknown hero character. You're not really a hero yet. You're honestly just training to be a capable fighter. You have a master called Aristano. She's from Sparta and used to be a priestess of Nemesis, as you'll find out later. You will worth over time as you prove yourself in front of the gods. Gameplay-wise, Titan Quest 2 is very much a classic ARPG, but we've got our own twists in there with like the mastery system, for example, where you merge two into one instead of just being given classes. So you have to find these little entanglements that you can have between the two masteries, these synergies, and make the best use of them possible. From there, you can take your character in multiple directions. The mixed classes is something we support quite a lot, actually. But the core fantasies of just a tanky warrior, of course you're gonna have that. You can take your character in many directions, and choice is at the core of our game. Your abilities will be modifiable, so each of them has like these several modifier choices that you can equip into your skill. This is our little innovation in this space. We are not going to be doing any microtransactions in this game because we don't believe in that form of monetization in general. We will be doing traditional DLCs, however. So after the 1.0 launch, we'll be putting out larger DLC packs, which will include additional chapters, so more content in general, bosses, creatures, areas, and masteries, of course. So Titan Quest 2 will be coming to Steam Early Access very soon. You can wishlist it now already, and we're looking for a summer timeline for this, and then later the other platforms.
Et donc il y aura une early access d'ici cet été. Ok, je valide. Bien ouais.
Titan Quest 2 is coming soon, and you can wishlist it on Steam or
the
Games Store. Wait, legendary actor Yui Lowenthal?
The Spider-Man.
Qu'est-ce qu'il fout là?
What are you doing here?
Hey guys. Hey man. I was just, wandering the sound stages, taking in the sights and smells, and then I heard you guys making noise about video games out here, and I thought I'd join in.
Okay, well, I mean, since you're already here,
let's go.
You take the next trailer. Well, right?
I mean, if that's okay with you guys, I don't
No,
wanna...
no, it's great. Work your magic. We'll just be over here.
All right. Got you. Well, get ready, folks, because it's time for another world premiere. This one's a follow-up to a beloved puzzle adventure that launched back in 2020.
Oh. World premiere. Avec Yuri Lowenthal.
I have seen things that should be forgotten. I've tried to escape my past. I've had enough of death and madness.
Oh!
But the world is changing. Some now search for answers.
Oh, ça me dit un truc.
In the far reaches of the world. For shocking secrets.
Non, j'y crois pas.
And dizzying marvels.
Est-ce que c'est vraiment ce que je pense?
For there lies upon this world of man a mocking and incredible shadow out of time.
Non, c'est pas ce que je pensais. Ça, c'est Call of the Elder Gods. Ça a l'air très sympa.
Call of the Elder Gods, starring yours truly, is a Lovecraftian narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles. So get it on your wish lists ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
I mean, I was, but then, it's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye,
I gotta wander.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man. Bye. See you, bye.
Alors, on a Yuri Lowenthal qui vient de passer, normal.
Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set, we'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll stay here.
Ok, bon, bah vas-y, on enchaîne les trailers apparemment. Let's go!
How hard could it be? Hard.
We found paradise.
We got company. Who wants some? Let's all ask.
Ah, alors que la régie s'est loupée.
Narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles.
Alors, la régie s'est loupée, c'est pas nous. C'est pas moi, ils se sont loupés, tout va bien, on repasse.
I was, but then,
tout va bien.
It's called marketing, Matt.
Oh, tout va bien.
Yeah, Matt.
Ça repart.
Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye,
I gotta wander.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man. Bye. See you, bye. Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set, we'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll stay here.
Ok, vous loupez pas cette fois-ci, s'il vous plaît.
How hard could it be?
C'est bon? On repart? On repart. On repose ce bug.
Hard.
We found paradise.
On va voir si ça fonctionne ou pas. Ok, on a l'air d'être bon. Très bien. Ça, c'est ascendant.com. Ah mais putain. On a compris.
Welcome to Veil of the Witch, a turn-based tactical RPG with a roguelite twist. You play as Ash, a shipwrecked castaway with no memories and a big-ass sword.
Let's see if I remember how to use it.
5 years after a bloody civil war, you wake up trapped on a mysterious island filled with monsters, cultists, and a whole lot of zombies.
Suffice to say, this whole island is madhouse.
Combat in Veil of the Witch is built for hardcore tactics fans, with an emphasis on speed and brutality. That means a small party, tight battle maps, and enemies that can drop you in just a few hits. To stand a chance, you'll have to master each ally's unique kit, whether that's frontliner Marco, glass cannon caster Laurent, or backstabbing cutthroat Emile. All your abilities work on a cooldown, so you'll have to think smart and learn to juggle. You can also level up and unlock new skills right in the middle of battle. Surrounding this rock-solid core is a branching roguelike structure focused on skill in the face of unpredictable challenges. Face off against cool bosses.
Burn! Beacon of the dead!
Get your shit wrecked. Then head back to town, where you can unlock upgrades, chat with allies, craft equipment, and more. And if you're real nasty, take on Trials mode for bigger challenges and better rewards. Fight, die, rise again, stronger, then come back and conquer. Lost Eidolons, Veil of the Witch. Early access available now on Steam, and coming soon to Xbox, PS5, and Nintendo Switch.
Ça a l'air très bien leur truc. Ça a l'air accès, c'est dispo tout de suite. On peut aller jouer. Et on enchaîne avec Popucom. Belle musique. Alors j'avoue, je sais pas quoi en penser de ce jeu. Ok, Popucom, c'est sympa. Hein? Ah d'accord, c'est déjà sorti. Très bien. On enchaîne.
Dispatch to Unit 1.
Oh.
There's an ongoing fire.
Unit 1 to dispatch. Copy. Supply line ready.
Break that door open.
Let me get that sturdy Halligan first.
The clothes are about to catch fire.
Get an attack line in there.
Gotta go scout the area. Ugh, that was close.
Cat, you're good? Found one of the victims.
Please, get me out of here.
Heroes. The world.
What the fuck? Et c'est quoi ces traditions là? La régie, ils sont bourrés.
Too much bravery and not enough wisdom, so some say. But what is a hero without a princess to save? Without dragons to slay? Nothing. That's where you come in. As an agent at the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs, you will ensure everything is as it should be for the hero's arrival.
Inside this cave, you'll find a necromancer who, according to our reports, is a complete and utter embarrassment to the story.
The book is titled Hellgates Anew, Your First Ritual Sacrifice.
As it turns out, putting the soul of a demon inside of a skeleton is a touch more tricky than you might imagine.
Mais bordel de...
Dispatch to Unit 1. There's
On repart sur les pompiers.
Unit 1 to dispatch. Copy. Supply line ready.
Break that door open.
Let me get that sturdy Halligan first.
On repart sur l'autre.
A princess to
La régie.
Without dragons to slay.
Passe quoi?
Nothing. That's where you come in. As an agent at the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs, you will ensure everything is as it should be for the hero's arrival.
C'est bon, hein? Faut regarder, on peut pas regarder.
Find a necromancer who, according to our reports, is a complete and utter embarrassment to the story.
Bon. Je reviens.
The book is titled Hellgates Anew, Your First Ritual Sacrifice.
As it turns out, putting the soul of a demon inside of a skeleton is a touch more tricky than you might imagine.
We, the members of the United Builders Union of Enchanted Settlements, hereby announce a strike, effective immediately.
It's the inspector, here with their cushy job and their clipboard that decides if we have to do more work.
A dragon attack? That is not in the budget.
But what is a story without a good hero at its helm? With one unsanctimonious swing, you lop his head off. It hardly felt good, but incompetent evil is still evil. We are happy to welcome you, our newest agent to the cause. Wish list the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs today.
Oh, that's one for the critters.
Ah bah putain.
The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs is coming later this year.
And now for something completely different. This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and Y2K aesthetics.
That's me.
Oh, world premiere. Mais on est parti. Vous loupez pas sur celui-là, s'il vous plaît, Régine. What the fuck? Ah, littéralement, what the fuck? On a changé de morceau. Mais non mais putain. Ah c'est grave hein. Compliqué de passer des MP4 sérieux.
What is a story without a good
oh!
Its helm? With one unsanctimonious swing, you lop his head off. It hardly felt.
C'est vraiment la conférence la plus bordélique qu'on ait vue depuis des années. Hein.
We are happy to welcome you, our newest agent to the cause. Wish list the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs today.
Oh, that's one for the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs is coming later this year.
And now for something completely different. This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and Y2K aesthetics.
That's me.
C'est quoi ce bordel? Apparemment c'est que YouTube. Je vais switcher sur Twitch. On voit si c'est celui-là, on voit si ça rebug, mais si ça rebug on va switcher.
Waifu Tactical Force is a 3v3 anime shooter coming soon to PC.
On a bien compris c'était qui leur target.
Playtest on Steam after the show.
Now we've got a trailer for an action platformer inspired by the ancient art of paper folding. Let's take a look at Hirogami.
Ok, bah si celui-là il bug, on se barre. On l'a vu déjà celui-là. Il avait l'air très bien. Et le fait que ça fait un peu en stop motion à la main, c'est magnifique. Ah, c'est trop beau. Ah, Hirogami disponible le 3 septembre 2025 et la démo est déjà disponible sur Steam.
Hirogami is coming to PC and PS5 on September 3rd.
Très sympa.
Fold it into your wish lists on Steam and the Epic Game Store. And check out the free demo, which is available on Steam.
Alors, on continue.
Okay, time for an update on Eve Frontier.
Ah,
Spacebound Survival.
là on parle. Ah, on est parti pour... Frontier. On doit faire ces pots de bouche à la croix.
eFrontier is an invitation for everyone that have had the idea in their brain to make a game. And often the best way to make a game is to start and modify an existing game. We have now created an MMO server-side modding platform, and we offer an invitation to you to come and build with us. You can build tools, you can build worlds, you can do so many things. And this is a great way to start your game development adventure.
C'est quoi cette merde?
Playing
un jeu, je voulais.
In the amazing survival space horror sandbox we have created.
C'est quoi cette merde?
When we made Team Online, we very much wanted to make a sandbox experience where most of the things and the infrastructure in the game would actually be built by players. But we did build quite a bit of it ourselves. Seeing what emerged from EVE, especially when it comes to the third-party development ecosystem, we could actually give a lot more agency to players to literally build the world. So as we go through this process of stripping down to a survival game, we are on the other hand building up an amazing modding platform. Basically what eFrontier enables third-party developers is to mod the actual server, creating additional software that both reads and writes the world state. And that, I think, will enable something truly astounding never been seen before. But this is very much inspired by the third-party ecosystem that is developed around EVE Online. We are basically supercharging that with the smart assemblies and the modding platform we're built into Frontier. And what we have seen so far in our various hackathons and events, and what we've just seen in the sort of builder community overall, absolutely delivers on that vision in space.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce bordel? J'ai rien compris. Est-ce que c'est un jeu? Est-ce que c'est un...
You can head to efrontier.com to jump in and find out more. What's up next, Laura?
Enfin, je pense avoir compris. Mais si c'est vraiment ça, c'est de la merde. Bon, go pour reformuler des légendes. Vas-y. Ok, Formule Legend. Alors s'ils ont pas la... Comment ils ont le droit d'utiliser le nom Formula? Non, sérieux, comment ils ont le droit?
But for now, let's keep it rolling with our ones to play section, which is a future game show style. It's a montage of exciting games that you can play on Steam right after the show.
So, if you like what you're looking at, don't hesitate to download a demo and dig in.
First up is Catastrophe. This is an action roguelike where you play as a kitty abducted by aliens and repel enemies with your trusty sidekick, the Star Cursor. Players can mod Polo's abilities to settle on a unique playstyle and pick their route through a series of interstellar environments.
Next up, we've got Phase Zero, a survival horror throwback with fixed cameras and immersive pre-rendered environments. A menacing illness has descended on the town of Flint Peak. Can you solve puzzles and tango with monsters to make it out alive?
Ah, publisher super représente.
It's a gladiatorial roguelike with a city builder twist. You'll recruit, train, and command a crew of warriors in strategic turn-based battles. Then develop a coastal city in the interim. Carve your name into the annals of history and spill buckets of blood in the process.
Last but not least, we've got How to Escape Lost Submarine. With one player on PC or console and the other using a mobile companion app, you'll communicate and collaborate to complete puzzles and stop the outbreak of war. No pressure. That was our Ones to Play montage. Be sure to follow up on anything that caught your eye.
But let's keep on sailing with another exclusive trailer for a naval combat simulator set in the late 18th century.
Nice. Ah.
Every voyage begins with a plan. A vision etched on parchment, foretelling glory or downfall. It is in our nature to conquer what others fear. Death and dishonor, fame and fortune. The life of a sea captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit. True riches are not in gold and jewels, but in the stories we bring back and the legend we become. We arrive, but never at our final destination. So we chart our next course. We sail, we fight, we endure. For the voyage is life, and life is the voyage. Join the crew today on Kickstarter.
Bon, c'est malheureusement du Kickstarter, donc le jeu a besoin de thunes pour être développé. Malheureusement. Mais ouais, si ça vous plaît, allez-y. Why not?
Check out the funding drive for Ahoy at ahoy.gg/Kickstarter. And you can also wishlist the game on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
The Spotlight montage is up next, so say goodbye to our corporeal bodies and hello to our disembodied voices.
What Matt means to say with that Gothic vocabulary is that we'll be back on stage once we've talked you through some super cool games.
On repart sur plein de trailers. Hein. Let's go.
Flickshot Rogues is a turn-based strategy roguelike where you trade tactical trick shots for devastating damage. Across a constantly shifting cartoon peninsula, players will trigger explosive combos and commit to game-changing upgrades. It's coming to PC later this year, but you can try it for yourself ahead of time by checking out the free demo on Steam.
Now let's take a look at Under Par Golf Architect, an all-in-one simulator where you
use
terrain to create world-class courses and then try them out firsthand. As well as placing the green and obstacles between, you'll manage staff, budgets, and customers on your way to crafting a golfer's paradise. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
Ouh, ça va être bien ça.
Ascend to Zero is up next. It's a hack and slash roguelike
Ça aussi, ça a l'air trop bien.
surviving human of a devastated world.
Oh, c'est bon, ça.
In a predicament, you can freeze time to anticipate attacks and topple voxel monsters.
Ok, alors attendez 2 petites secondes.
But in the
out the funding drive for
Attendez 2 secondes. Future Game Show. Tac.
performing blood
On est
runs
reparti.
and recruiting followers to please the old ones. It's coming soon to PC, and you can wishlist it on Steam.
That was our Spotlight montage. We hope you enjoyed the Summer Showcase selection. Laura?
Oh, it's time for an update on Scum, the survival shooter with poop mechanics.
What?
Not as in like they're bad, no. Just like you have to manage your bowel movements to survive.
Oh, I might actually learn something. I love video games.
Peggy 18.
On est reparti. Lol. Ça c'est Scum du coup.
Ran up, had to deal with the chops. Realest in the city, in my record, I fact that your man's only chop when he do it in the raps like man. Spot go lost and don't really care what it cost them. You don't wanna cost them. My lifestyle awesome, couldn't decide if my girl wanted to, so I butt them. Don't run trap, but I run up a check. Run, do it real big, gotta one up the next. Walk to the sky with the one up, I'm blessed. I'm young, rich and black, so you know I'm in debt.
Ils sont tarés. Ils sont tarés.
Inspired reviews have grabbed your attention.
Ils sont tarés.
Yep, you can head to the link on screen right now for a chance to win one of 100 keys for Scum 1.0.
Oh, le son est un peu fort sur Twitch, hein, my bad.
Winners, then you'll just have to jump in with the rest of us when it launches on June 17th.
Now, our next game is a squad-based survival shooter where you dodge deadly dinosaurs. Here's the latest trailer for Deathground.
Deathground, on est reparti.
Deadly dinos are on the loose in Deathground. Whether you dare to enter solo or in a squad of up to 4 players, you must do everything you can to survive in these dinosaur-infested, abandoned facilities.
Could you survive? Hi, we're Jaw Games, the indie dev team behind Deathground.
The main threat you'll need to avoid is the raptors, specifically Utah raptors. So unlike velociraptors, which are much smaller, they measure around 7 feet tall. I'm about 5'3", so that's a pretty menacing height comparison for me.
We've spent most of our development time taming them, and it's been a huge challenge because...
How do you get something that size with that tail to behave all in multiplayer?
Exactly. Of course, there'll be other dinosaurs for you to deal with. The #1 culprit for causing chaos is the Compsognathus,
Putain.
aka the Compy.
Fils de pute de trucs.
A decent hiding space for you as players might actually be a refuge for these little creatures, putting the terror in territory.
As for other species, you may spot the Allosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and Triceratops roaming around in the background.
And the next thing you know, you're being chased by a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
There are multiple maps and missions that will be playable at launch. Mission Command, the single-player tutorial and introduction level.
Geothermal, where you'll need to repair everything so you can restart the power plant.
Agricultural, which has become a little bit overgrown and it is in need of some weeding.
And biomedical, which is my personal favourite, where you'll have to sneak in and steal raptor eggs. You know, for science.
Each mission is replayable and is an important piece of the puzzle. Each detail or collectible that you come across will help you unlock the lore and discover the truth about the disastrous events of the past.
Deathground is launching on Steam Early Access this year. Keep a lookout for our roadmap.
Eh ben, ça a l'air très bien comme jeu.
Deathground is launching into Steam Early
Ça a l'air
Access
très bien.
later this year. Keep an eye out for Roar news on that front.
I am refusing to acknowledge that pun, so let's move on with our second Ones to Watch deep dive.
Ah.
Here's Rogue Factor to tell us more about the studio's new weird action-adventure game, Hell is Us.
Ah, on a joué au jeu, il était pas ouf. On a fait la démo en stream jeudi, je crois. Je me rappelle bien.
Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Jacques Delated, and I am the Executive Creative Director and Executive Art Director on Hell is Us here at Rogue Factor. So the game that we've been developing for pretty much almost 5 years now is a game called Hell is Us. So the game is definitely like an action-adventure game.
It is set in the world of Adia. It's a rogue state where there's a lot of really weird things happening. You play Remy. He was born there. He was raised in a foster system in Canada, and he's going back basically to find answers.
This thing that games do now, contemporary games, where
Souls-like,
is just, if you think about it, the exploration and the discovery, they're only there by theme. You had just been following marker after marker, and until the last marker is over your actual thing you needed to find. Almost all the variables connected to the exploration and connected to your discovery are given to you in a silver platter. So we look at it kind of like the inverse in our game because we got rid of all these things.
I remember chatting with John about the old Zelda games, how it was straightforward and like you had just enough to know where to go, but not too much.
It's basically how life works if you think about it, right? We basically orient ourselves by sight and hearing and what people tell us, right?
Once in the woods, follow the wind chimes. They will lead the way through.
You talk to NPCs and they're literally going to tell you a clue, right? So Rebecca and Jova, when she kind of hints you where the Owen convoy, the direction that it took, she says, I don't know where they went exactly, but I know they took the road that goes behind the weird monuments. And she says, you can see them from here. And as you're talking to her, behind her, quite far, you see some peculiar monument-looking thing. You're like, is that what she's talking about? Like, is that if I go and then you go there and you see the road that turns, then it's maybe the convoy did come here. I think that's kind of very unique, and it works really, really well. Like any game, especially a game of almost 40 hours, sometimes it works better than others. You know, no game is absolutely perfect, but it's very much it's the joy of exploration, the joy of discovery. Yeah.
The Abbey is closed. Official AAF business.
Of course, we can't talk about Hell is Us without talking about our monsters. And the enemies, the limbic entities, are physical manifestations of human emotions, of human negative emotions. What does an emotion look like? Who knows? So we had many iterations. We ended up with these kind of like fractally, geometrically thingies, you know. So we have grief, ecstasy, terror, and rage. So the Hollow Walker represents a bit, so it's just a husk. That's why we call it the Hollow Walker. And it's a bit like a facsimile of a human being who's felt this very strong negative emotion. And then they look like that because we tried a lot of things and they ended up looking like this, you know. So you'll be able to play Hell is Us on September 4th, 2025 on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and obviously PC.
Ok. Sympa. Moi j'avoue que je trouve que le combat est un chouïa répétitif. Mais le jeu lui-même est incroyable. Juste le combat est un chouïa répétitif.
Set in a drop-dead gorgeous cartoon world.
And it stars some very familiar faces.
Wait, is it us?
Maybe. Let's throw to someone who knows while I take this totally real phone call. Hello?
Hein?
Hi.
Allez, c'est une world premiere.
Laura. Hey Matt. I'm super excited to be back on the Future Game Show.
Ouais, j'ai bien regardé 3, elle joue Carlache.
Job. Like I said to the
nice.
When I was hosting, if you strike me down, this is live, isn't it? Oh, so yeah, New Tales reached out, and I am officially in their game. Actually, seeing you just reminded me, they're looking for a killer writer who can also perform. Let me call Jasmine. Look, it's fine. You're doing great for time. Hey, Jazz.
Hi, Sam.
I've got a really cool gig. Want to join me in a game? If we're both in, I'm pretty sure Matt and Laura will be on board too.
Yeah, sure. I'll be in a game with you. But only if you're coming to the D&D group next week, because our party could really use the barbarian.
All right. I guess we're all doing this. That was easy. So let's check out exactly what we're getting ourselves into.
Let's go. Oh, le troll! Eh, en vrai, le jeu est pas mal, hein. En vrai, le jeu est pas mal du tout, là. Hein. HyPeRXKo. J'ai juré de jouer pas mal. J'ai juré.
Joining Samantha Bayard, yes,
Putain.
herself, and the awesome
Bien.
Jasmine Boular in Fading Echo, coming to PCs and consoles next year.
And you can wishlist it today on Steam or the Epic Game Store. Go, 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 go!
We got another block of back-to-back trailers up next.
Allez. On repart avec plein de trailers. Oh si, on se barre. Allez, salut. À demain.
We have been blessed to live in times of peace, but our city is not without its enemies. The demons above, and the beasts below.
All right.
C'est beau, hein?
Oh, let's do this.
You're going to be bishops too?
Through Shale, all things are possible. It's time the three of you learn the true purpose of the bishops. Listen up.
We recruit from the finest soldiers in the church, and still, 1 out of every 3 bishops doesn't make it past the first year.
Does it get easier after that? We gave you those robes for a reason.
Sacrifier ou Sacrifice, je sais pas. Je crois que Sacrifier. Bref, c'était très cool. Voilà. Oula! On va faire fumer là. Truxum ou Truxton, ouais, je sais même pas comment on prononce votre jeu. Désolé. Oh! Ah, c'est pas con comme idée. Hein. Linked Banner of the Spark. Vous pouvez jouer tout de suite. C'est vraiment cool, hein. J'avoue, ouais, c'est pas mal. Oh. Bof.
And you can wishlist all of those games by heading
C'est pas
to
le type de jeu que j'achèterais. Hein.
Future Game Show Steam page?
the Future Game Show's Steam page.
With that out of the way, it's time for a spine-tingling closer look at the next game from the minds behind Until Dawn.
Ah.
Is about a deep space mission to save humanity and the shape-shifting alien who gets in the way. Let's throw it over to Supermassive Games to find out more.
Ok, très bien. Ok, super celui-là. Celui-là, j'attends de fou.
To do this, just lower the gun.
Not until you move from the scanner.
Oh là là.
Those things can change shape.
Don't you ever point that thing at me again.
Scan complete. Subject unidentifiable.
We need urgent assistance. Please. Help us.
Ça sort le 2 octobre. Putain, trop grand comme.
But what if that went differently? Hey, I'm Will Doyle, Creative Director on Directive 8020, and I'm here to share with you a new feature that we've added for the first time in a Dark Pictures game.
Ah.
Turning Points is a new narrative system which allows you to go back and change the outcome of your choices. As with all our games, Directive 8020 has a branching story with multiple endings.
Ouais.
You'll be able to track the choices and paths that you've taken in the game and see alternate paths that link to each of the major decisions.
Ah, cool.
With
Putain,
Turning
enfin.
Points, you can rewind to a pivotal point or decision, collect missing collectibles, or see how different choices would have played out. By the same token, your actions matter in our games. If you want to live by your decisions, there's also a survivor mode setting that prevents you from rewinding, but still lets you view the decision tree. Turning Points will be available both digitally and physically for all copies of the game from when you start your very first mission.
C'est tout? Je suis un peu déçu.
20 introduces the ability to rewind and change your choices.
J'attends d'avoir un peu de gameplay. Bon, dommage.
It's coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in 2025, and if it's not on your wish list already, go fix that.
Ouais, celui-là on le fera sur la chaîne, hein, clairement.
Just as scary, but for entirely different reasons. Cairn is a death-defying
Cairn.
simulator with a meticulous control.
Cairn, c'est français les mecs.
Here's the game bakers to tell you more.
Et on va voir les deux français nous en
what we
parler.
call a survival climber. Your goal is to climb a mountain and reach a summit no one has ever conquered. You can climb almost anywhere, and the climbing mechanics are highly realistic. You'll need to carefully manage your balance and stamina. Make a mistake, and you'll fall and get hurt. For the first time, we are also showing what it's like to climb at high altitudes. When you get up there, you'll face ice walls that require you to use ice axes and spikes. But don't think you can just jam your tools into the ice. Ice climbing is precise. You'll need to aim for cracks and edges to get a solid grip. Cairn's realistic climbing system also supports mixed climbing. That means you can have one hand on the rock and the other using an ice tool. It's up to you to read the rock face and choose the most strategic route to the top. Cairn is coming up on PlayStation 5 and Steam later this year. You can already give it a try in the demo available on PC and PS5.
Cairn is coming to PlayStation and PC later this year.
Eh bah putain, il était
You can
temps.
also check out a free demo on both platforms after the show.
Nice.
What's next, Matt?
We're mixing things up with a double bill of trailers. Here are two great games from our friends at Quali.
Ok, double trailer, let's go. Bon, ça a l'air space. Ground Zero. Eh ben, ça a l'air vraiment bien. Bon, faut aimer le graphisme, mais faut aimer la DA, mais ça a l'air trop bien. Bon, c'est la même chose. Arc the Goal. Ah, c'est mignon, c'est pas mal, c'est marrant.
Both coming soon to PC. What's up next, Laura?
We're taking a look at a game called Hella. It's a cooperative folklore adventure where you and your friends band together as brave little mice.
Et là.
Hella is coming soon to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, so give it a wishlist on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Moving swiftly on, it's time for a look at Ludo.
Oh.
This is a psychological thriller where the protagonist is trapped inside their own home, and we're about to find out when you can play it.
Peggy 18.
Ouf. Oh, il y a le budget là.
You distinguish between what is real and what isn't. Do you trust what you see? What you hear? What happens when everything starts to feel wrong? To seem fake? Like a trick?
Ah, et ça sort le 22 juillet 2025, partout. Ça a l'air trop bien comme jeu d'horreur. J'avoue. Oh, clean.
Ludo is coming to PC,
la
PS5,
physique.
and Xbox. In the meantime, you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Eh ben.
Well, premiere time again, and this next review arrives with an introduction from a very special someone.
Ah, world premiere.
Hello everyone. I'm excited to be a part of the Future Game Show 2025. There are
Qu'est-ce
so
qu'il
many
fout là?
amazing games coming out, and I'm very happy that I have a bit more time to play them these days. As many of you know, I have been a huge fan of the work of N-Dreams. Synapse is my favorite VR game of all time, and I'm honored to present this new groundbreaking title from the team. If you are at Summer Game Fest, I shall see you on the show floor at the N-Dreams booth. So, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Reach.
Oh, Dreams.
I'm ready for whatever. You won't find nobody better. I will bring a storm to you weather. You ready or not? Coming in hot. I am a legend in the making. You're looking into the eyes of greatness. Gotta push through the world's waiting.
Rich. Exclusive en VR partout, sur toutes les plateformes VR. Putain, enfin un bon jeu VR solo qui a l'air incroyable. Pas dispo partout.
Okay, Matt. It's time to check in with
Let's go.
depressed and recently divorced Duck.
Oh, yes. It could only be the Duck Detective.
He may have cracked the mystery of the secret salami, but when you're that good at your job, there's always a new case to solve.
I'm used to the cold embrace of loneliness.
C'est sérieux ça? Roman.
The end of me.
Hi, I'm Annika.
And I'm Johnny. We're Happy Broccoli Games based in Berlin, Germany.
Our newest game is Duck Detective, the Ghost of Glamping, where you are the one and only Duck Detective, a depressed and recently divorced duck who must quack the case.
Inspect evidence, make deductions, and solve this no-murder mystery.
To the annoyance of the Duck Detective, he is joined by a new partner in solving crime, Freddy the Crocodile. Work together to unravel the truth and nibble on the crumbs of justice. Right now, we're working on a simplified Chinese language update that is coming out later this year.
We're very excited for you to play. The game is out on Steam, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One and Series XS, and PlayStation 5. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Are those bread slices?
Duck Detective.
The Ghost of Glamping!
Duck Detective, the Ghost
Ok, c'est pas mal, j'avoue.
its way onto PC and consoles, so go check it out if you haven't already.
Okay, we've had plenty of exciting premises so far, but how about a rhythm roguelike from the maestros behind Patapon?
On l'a vu ça.
Get on your dancing shoes, folks, because Ratatan is up next.
Ratatan, on l'a déjà vu celui-là. Ouais, je la musique de fou.
Early access on July 25th. But there's a free demo available on Steam.
Je ne sais pas quoi dire.
And we're following that bombshell with a new trailer for Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile. An interactive 70s twist on the beloved detective mystery.
It's Poirot, don't you know?
Oh.
Let's go.
It can't be. It's Hercule Poirot.
Eh oui.
Monsieur Poirot, I guess you know why I asked you to come.
What do you suggest I do? And can you confirm that all the passengers are present for the meal?
Yes, we keep the list. Everyone is here.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to disrupt what promised to be a beautiful day, but I have some terrible news. But we must stay calm if we want to find the culprit. I have a small idea of the situation.
I'm May Leach. My, you got here quickly. I've just finished my latest case. Okay, let's see what I can find.
But someone is lying to me. It is a big case, Miss Royce. A dangerous one. What do we have here?
Thank you, Mr. Poirot. I'm now going to search each of you. Then there's still time to stop them before they strike again.
Tomorrow, the day at least is here. Every question must have its answer.
Ça a l'air vraiment pas mal.
Death on the Nile is coming to PC and console.
Ça a l'air pas mal, hein?
2025.
Ouais.
You can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Ça sort cette année, c'est bien.
I don't want to build up this next trailer too much, but let's just say you're gonna flip.
Oh, the puns.
Ok. Oh! Eh, sympa!
Zoinks, Laura! House Flipper 2 Scooby-Doo is meddling its way
House Flipper Scooby-Doo.
This Scooto.
Eh, pas mal!
We're starting to close in on the end of the show, but not before we show
putain, oui, on arrive à la fin.
our final ones to watch deep dive.
Our team behind the scenes visited the Hangar 13 office for an exclusive insight into Mafia, the old country.
Allez.
Here's all the gory details.
Mafia, the Old Country is both a prequel to the original Mafia trilogy, and it also sets things up for what might be to come in the future, going back to 1900 Sicily, so the birth of not just the Mafia game, but also the actual Mafia itself, back to where organised crime first really came from.
In Mafia, the Old Country, you play as a character called Enzo Favara, who's an upcoming gangster trying to make his way in the Sicilian Mafia.
As a child, he's worked in the sulfur mines, sold there by his parents, a really horrible upbringing for a kid, which unfortunately happened back in those days. So he doesn't know family, he doesn't really know love. He escapes, he falls in with the Turrisi crime family, and then this game really, this story shows his rise through the ranks as he goes from being this impoverished young man to a made man.
For Mafia, the Old Country, we moved to Unreal Engine 5, which has really enabled us to do incredible things with the characters, with the landscapes, with the cinematics. Every single aspect of the game has undergone a significant graphical upgrade.
Mafia has always been about pushing the technology of its day to do the best in cinematic storytelling and exciting narrative gameplay. It really makes what's already an emotional story even more emotional and meaningful.
We've been able to capture incredible nuances in the mocap, in the acting, in all of the character performances. That's really helped us to bring our story to life. And as a little taste of what's in store, we've got a cinematic to show, which shows a key moment in Enzo's story.
Peggy 18.
Ah, enfin. On me dit pas que c'est celui-là qu'on a vu hier, quand même.
Come forward.
Non, c'est bon.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It's a way of life. A brotherhood.
You're here because of your deeds and the assertions of those who stand at your side.
This life is one of secrecy. If you make a friend, meet a woman, they must not know about our thing.
It is binding. It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Yes, I do.
Then, before the eyes of all here present, join me. To become a man of honor, repeat these words. I swear my loyalty to this family.
I swear my loyalty to this family.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
Welcome, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo. Benvenuto.
Salute.
Salute.
Eh ben putain. Joli.
Trip to Sicily when Mafia the Old Country lands on August 8th for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Next on our docket is a developer presentation for Tenet of the Spark. If you haven't seen it all over social media, this is a time-hopping brawler where you solve puzzles and crush enemies across 3 distinct timelines.
Alors ce jeu-là, j'avoue, je comprends pas comment ça se joue, mais vas-y, on va voir. On va voir comment ça se joue.
The game director at Rogue Games, a small indie team scattered around the globe. We're making our first game, Tenet of the Spark.
The true power of the Spark!
It's a cinematic action where you fight bad guys over 3 timelines. Present day, the Viking Age, and the Aztec civilization. All at the same time. You got it, right?
Ancestor, I need you.
And it's not just for show. You have to use all 3 characters to explore, deal with tricky enemy types, and solve puzzles. It also answers questions you thought you'd never ask. Like, how the hell does this black boxer have a Viking for the great-great-great-grandpa? Or why does this train car turn into a giant rock? And the biggest question is, why did they risk it all with such a difficult project? Because we wanted to play a game where you can start with classic 1-2, then send your opponent across the arena with your hammer, switch again to pull this dude a little closer, hit him with a huge combo across all 3 timelines.
The hell are you?
And now we're making that game with the blood, sweat, and spark. Planet of the Spark. You got it, right?
I got a little mini-me. Look, psh, psh, psh. Watch the hook, watch the hook.
We're not dropping the release date yet because we want to do it right. But we can say it's coming to both PC and consoles. Follow and wishlist Planet of the Spark on Steam. And go look at your family album. Maybe your grandpa was a badass like mine. You never know.
Thank you to Roar Games for the inside scoop on Tenet of the Spark. It's coming soon to PC and consoles.
Faut voir si dans le gameplay ça passe, mais ouais. Pas mal.
What have you got for us, Laura?
Mais bon, 2 déjà c'est compliqué, alors 3.
Gameplay for Cresol, Feeder of Idols. This is a first-person horror shooter for fans of BioShock and Resident Evil. You fight creepy statues on a tormented island and use blood as your ammunition.
I'm gonna pre-order it right now.
Qu'est-ce que je dois entendre là?
Almighty Son, guide my path.
Ah oui.
In this hour of darkness. As the shadows of the abyss close in. Let your sacred light banish them.
Wesh.
And if I am to fall, let my flesh turn to ash, so my soul may ascend to you. Consumed in your flames for all eternity, now and forever. Cresol.
Grisol, Creator of Idols. Ça a l'air incroyable. Oh.
Cresol Feeder of Idols is coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 later this year, and your Steam wish lists in just a few moments, probably.
I hate to say it, Matt, but I think we've arrived at the final trailer.
Okay, well.
Le dernier trailer.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, il était trop bien ce
I'm thinking we both look into that camera right there, and we're both sad that the show's over. But it's okay because that last trailer's really cool, and so the folks at home will be happy, and we've done a good job, I think. So, does that work?
You know, sounds perfect to me. Please enjoy our final world
premiere.
Ooh, I liked it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Welcome, sisters, daughters of Hortus, to these blessed halls of Porthbarrow. You have been chosen, honored to the parish, to serve the will of Mother. So come, step forward. Let us see what flowers she's given us. Such radiant blooms. So full of promise. Now, I must confess a change in plans. You shan't be entering the garden today. Take heart, faithful ones. The garden must still be tended. And tonight, you will be sown!
No, hold on. I've got something to show you. I bet you didn't expect that, did you?
Ritual Tides. Putain.
That was your first look at Ritual Tides, a terrifying odyssey where you tango with
Pas dégueu, hein.
Wishlist it now because it's coming soon.
Putain.
We'll have the full gameplay revealed during the next Future Games show in August, so mark your calendars for that. However, that does mean we've reached the very end of this year's summer showcase.
Don't go anywhere though, because FGS Live from Los Angeles airs right after this, with even more exclusive trailers, developer deep dives, and world premieres.
We'd like to thank everybody who has tuned into the summer showcase, as well as the dream-weaving developers who put their all into those amazing...
Bon, bah, je crois que c'est officiellement la fin. Hein.
And remember, you can head to the dedicated Future
Bon, bah, j'espère que cette conf vous aura plu. Je parle, madame.
We'll also have follow-up content on gamesradar.com and the FGS YouTube channel.
I'm Matt Mercer.
And I'm Laura Bailey. And this has been the Future Game Show Summer Showcase 2025.
Ouais. Bon, c'était hyper, je vous laisse, moi. À demain pour la prochaine conférence. Salut, ciao.